and we've been through basically hell and back, where whatever it is. Your outlet might be reading or running, but mine so happened to be hurdling. And if you guys didn't know, I am a hurdler here at Fullerton College. This is my first semester, and it basically got me through living. I didn't really learn how to hurdle until my junior year. So I'm going to be talking about two women who have inspired me to basically live my dream. So Lori Lolo Jones, you guys might know her, you guys might not, but she is a USA Olympian. Her story is so inspiring. If you guys watch her movie on Netflix, it is so inspiring. I would recommend it. She is an NCAA 3-time champion at LSU. She also graduated with 11 All-American honors. There was 2008 Beijing. She was favored to win her race, but going through the race, the 9th hurdle, she clipped her foot on a hurdle, and after the race, she sat down, she laid down, she started crying. No one knew what was wrong. We didn't know if it was just a mess up because a lot of people mess up, have mistakes, but she actually couldn't feel her toe, and the reason for that is because she had a spine problem, and so the nerve, basically she couldn't feel it, like it shot up her back. She was out for a couple years, and then she got back on there, but she taught me to not quit. No matter what, she taught me to not quit. I haven't fell over a hurdle yet, knock on wood. But if I ever do, I always have her in my head. I always visualize me as her when I'm racing. She is a big part of my life, even though I don't know her personally, but her story is very inspiring. And the next one is Lishinda Demas. She is a 400 hurdler. She went to USC, University, South Carolina. But she's also an NCAA champion 3-time. Her fastest time was like a 52. So you can imagine that around a track full of hurdles, right? Pretty fast. But after I got into hurdling, and I realized, maybe short hurdles isn't for me. She was a part of my inspiration as well. I figured, why not take it to the next level? Because you can always run 100 meters, but can you ever run 400? Yeah. And so, yeah, she won silver medal, London. It was 2012. So let's hope for a better year for her. And that's me. So I have a meet tomorrow, and with these two women who have inspired me, they inspire me to be great. Strive for greatness. That's my motto. If you guys didn't know, I am second in the whole entire state and first in conference. So tomorrow's basically a big day for me, and a lot of people have those doubts in me, like they had in them. Just because you look at them, they're good now, but what about when they were younger? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, talked a lot about them. Basically having a target on my back, and to be honest, I kind of put myself in a position like them. They're all great and stuff like that, but there's always that target on your back. But I am definitely a road to the championship. So.
Kim, what was the time? Because I didn't get that.
It was,
You have to do math now. How much did she have left?
She had 2 minutes in it.
2 minutes and 1 second, so that was.
So it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Felt like forever.
I know.
For something you know.
What?
All right, well, there are a lot of things that are really solid in the presentation. I think your eye contact is good with the audience for the most part. Your facial expressions are very animated. I thought the visuals are integrated into the speech pretty effectively. You use them at the right spots and kind of their transition points, and they help structure what you're talking about. Your voice is animated. I appreciate that. You sound like you're enjoying and are interested in what you're talking about, and that always helps. And I think everything flows together pretty well. Now, there are a few things that are problematic too, things that you want to be watching for. I think you could have a little bit more of a preview. I do know that you're going to be talking about these two women that inspired you. Maybe you could indicate the ways in which they inspired you and make that the structure, or you could tell us their names. That would be okay also. Interestingly enough, the two things that I think are weakest in the presentation have to do with the physical part of the presentation, your body movement and your gestures. All right, you've got slightly nervous feet, and you're shifting around a lot, and you're not quite doing a hula dance, but you are shifting your weight quite a bit, and it does look a little bit awkward and less purposeful than you want it to be. And then the gestures, you're playing with the clip on the remote. I could hear you snapping it 4 or 5 times during the presentation. Your hand gestures seem purposeless most of the time. I thought you were better in the last third of the speech. As I was watching it, it seemed more like you got into what you were talking about. Your gestures then were more about emphasizing a point and underlining or underscoring something particular about one of the people that you were talking about or your own experience. So see if you can watch, if you see a difference when you're watching your video in the first half of the speech and the second half with your gestures, because I thought there was a kind of a noticeable difference there. All right, and then the one other thing, the thing I'm going to ding you the most on, and it's the reason why I had to ask for the time, because you got started before you were ready, and before we're ready. You start your speech as you're walking to the front of the room, and it's like you're stepping on your own attention device when you do that. You want to give us a chance to catch up, know that you're ready to start, and you started going. I'm going, you're going to notice because the camera wasn't started, you're going to miss the first half of your first sentence. I didn't know what the time was. You're just rushing the beginning. So it would be a false start if you were doing a race, you know, that sort of thing. They'd have to start you over again, you know. It's just like you're like the greyhound or the pony in the stall. Just can't, I gotta go, you know, and get going. And you gotta wait and be ready then. All right, thank you.